Alright, there's another thing to drive you to drink. If you don't already, this will make you do it. Getting all these, weeding this out. Now these are, look at that, just came off there. Oh, the leg of it, they got to put it back. Oh, put it back there. Come back later, put that down. Right now, this process that I have, this little technique that I have, taking part of it off at a time, works pretty good. And you take the keystone out. And you notice that line right there, this line right here, that's about a 1/16. And that's the PRR symbol, their logo. This is going to be put application tape on, then I'm going to put it on red, get the red keystone, and then I'm going to carefully cut just a little bit of a border all the way around. And that's going to be my keystone. Fun. Lots of fun. This will drive you nuts doing this. But if you want to get it the way you want it, that's what it's going to take. It's part of it. Peel it off a little bit at a time. This technique is pretty good, just like segmenting it, I guess you would call it. These little pieces, man, get them all over the place. You find them on your shoes later on. You find them in your bedroom, in your bathroom. Find them everywhere. Now what I'm going to do is segment this out and pull each piece off separately. And gonna have to do a trick here. Get that piece back in place. Otherwise, I got to scrap this one. That's that. Now I see if I can put this back very carefully. There. Press it down and be okay, as long as you don't disturb it too much. And I come from the outside to the letters with the scoring. Peel this piece off. Carefully come down. Then you start to see the letter come, the actual stuff you want to keep. You got to come back and cut it there. And trim that up. Trim that little bit off there. And push it down. This is really definitely drive you to drink. Now, in between each letter, there's a little gap here. That's the way the prototype was. And that makes it real difficult because there's a little tiny piece there. And it doesn't always cut all the way through. At least my cutter don't. I try, you know, to get it. And it does it, but I'm sure there's somebody out there going to tell you, well, you didn't do this right, didn't do that right. Well, oh well. What are you doing? Here we breathing. My breath. Hold my breath doing this. I mean, not a big deal. That's the nice part about doing it yourself. You could, I'm sure that somebody would charge you 30 bucks a piece to do these, 20 bucks a piece, you know. They're pretty complicated. A little piece right here. Okay. There's another one. So that's 2. And I'm going to show you what I do when I put the red on it. Alright, what I'm going to do now is laminate these keystones onto the red. Now, the deal of that is that you line it up, and you got to keep the red flat. It's got to be really flat, because if it isn't, the underlaying one's got to be flat, because what happens is it'll start to bubble. So I'm going to put this on there, and you got to watch out. Static electricity is a pain in the neck. Make sure you got enough material under, and stick it down. Now this is the idea that I was talking about. See, it becomes like a hinge. Okay. Now I'm going to cut these, and then pull out one at a time underneath, and then I'll show you on this one real quick. Let's see what this does. See what kind of a mess I can make out of this. All right, I'll flip it up like this. Peel off the carrier sheet, and when you're peeling this off, you got to make sure you don't peel everything off with it. Okay, and you push it down like this. Yeah, push it down. Make sure it gets down. Alright, and you peel this off now. This is the secret. You gotta make sure that stuff stays on there. Peel it slowly, and I'm watching as I'm going. Make sure I don't peel anything off that ain't supposed to come off. Alright, now tape this to the cutting board. And the reason why you do that is so that you can turn it. I can turn it around, because cutting. And I got this 6-inch scale here. And I'm going to be cutting along the line. Here we go. I'm going to put it like this, leave out what you want on the board, just guesstimate, and use your knife. Now I'm only cutting through the red. And I'm sort of take that off and peel that off out of the way. Okay. I'm going to put a piece of application tape on there. Start on the top. Hold that up. Don't let it stick. Take your squeegee. I see a problem already. Look at that. So much stuff, sticky stuff around here. Little pieces, man. It gets contaminated, I guess the word is. Push it down. Trim it. The easiest way to trim it is just take it right out of there. And just cut the rest of that off, remainder of that. Well, I'm just going to leave it because I can use that as the hinge part. Just put it right on there. And there it is. I'll cut the bottom off. There it is. Great.